First thing we want to do is import a few things. We're going to import java.alt.everything. Which is kind of why I typed it out instead of fix imports. And there are two different types of applets. You have a regular applet and a javapplet, and the javapplet's just kind of more enhanced than the old one. And so we're going to import javax, that's not fx, just javax dot swing and dot asterisk. So that gets us all of alt and all of swing, and these are the two low-level graphics in Java. This is like kind of what javaFX takes and puts together and makes all the buttons and stuff. It's working with these two, so these are the lower-level graphics. Next thing we want to do is modify our class a little bit. We're not going to have main, which is weird, but we're going to do class extends javapplet. Then we're going to change main to paint. We'll get rid of static. It'll just be public void paint. Lowercase p. Paint. Inside there you want to write graphics. And then we normally just call this G. So it's like you're receiving a G, a graphics object. And then we'll call it the super constructor on that object. Super paint G. Let me see if this works. To run these, you're going to right click and click run file, and that will run it as an applet instead of a standard Java program. You should get this little applet viewer up right here.
Hey, cool.
Alright, let's do something. With standard graphics, you don't have a lot, so we'll look at that in the documentation. But you do have the ability to draw strings. So graphics has a set color method, and you can use the predefined colors, or you can RGB it or hex or whatever you want. But for the sake of time, we'll just type something in there. Color.green should work. And then G dot, we can draw a string. Draw string. Put your string and a width and a width.
These two width parameters, it's the width of the what and the width of the other what.
Well, times like these, I like to right click on drawstring. Alright, if we hold control and mouse over it, it might tell us. Actually, this is saying height, this is saying X and Y coordinates. Yeah. So let's just try this. If we run this file, we're coming down, or we're coming over 50 and down 40?
Yep.
Maybe?
Yeah.
We, So if we do it again, like with 140, yeah. So this is your X and this is your Y. And maybe if we put it at 0, 0, it'll be in the top left corner. Covered up by the word applet.
Okay. Is there a way to get rid of that?
Probably, but I don't know offhand. If you run it in a web page, if you go through the trouble of setting up the web page for it, that wouldn't be there. But I think with the NetBeans applet viewer, it's probably stuck there. Maybe. All right, like I said, we're working with graphics. From graphics comes another library, extends into graphics 2D where you get some shapes and stuff. So let's do that. Graphics 2D, capital D. I call this capital G equals graphics 2D G. And what this does, it takes our little g and casts it as a graphics 2D. Because of inheritance, we can do this. So we've basically upgraded our graphics to the extended library. All right, from here we have some shapes. We still have the set color function from the original graphics, so we'll change colors. Set color, yellow is not very good. Pick a color though, something you can see. Red. And then let's draw something. Let's do a G dot draw new rectangle. Rectangle takes 4 parameters. It's going to be a it's got to be X, Y height, width and height. X, Y, width and height. So X and Y, I'll just go 50, 50. And then for width and height, something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
I'm going to move my string where I can see it. And that's pretty much it for the demo. Now what else can we do? We look at the Java docs and we check out the graphics 2D and we check out graphics and we see what's available. So I right click on that, show Java doc. We can draw 3D rectangles. We can draw arcs. I'm not sure what draw bytes would be, but you can do that. Draw characters. Draw an image. So if you wanted to bring in a PNG or something like that from the web, like we did in javaFX. Draw a line, draw an oval, draw a polygon. But you just look at the Java doc and you can see all of the options available to you. This is just graphics, I think. Yeah, let's look at graphics 2D. And here we get something else. Draw shape from a 2D context. A glyph vector, I have no idea what that is. Strings. Oh, now we can fill shape, fill 3D rectangle. Rotate, like rotate an image or something. Scale it up and down. But that's what you get with the graphics 2D. And really there's not much more than that to what we are doing. Now you could do anything with an applet. I mean, that was kind of the goal, was to run any Java program in an applet. So they can do way more than this, but just to play with it, we're just going to do a little bit of 2D art and call it good. Any questions?